Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, wham in your face.
It's some wieners and call me Texans.
American Horror Story Episode 2 just fucking wrapped up. They're presently cocked for you, and we're gonna review that wiener. Mike,
That's an ugly
tell
dick.
me how it felt.
I didn't like it.
It's fucking hurt.
That's what he said at the show too. It's like, I don't think I could handle one that big. It's like, I've heard that before.
So we dive right back into some problems with Sarah Paulson's character, and she's still suffering from delusions and seeing clowns everywhere.
But are they?
Yeah, well maybe. I don't know. We
But
don't
did
know.
you die?
But we don't know yet. But she's seeing clowns in her bed, clowns there, clowns here, clowns everywhere. And you know what? Word of warning, if you go see it, you're gonna see clowns later on. I mean, it's just gonna happen. But no, she is seeing some shit, and she runs downstairs to get her wife, and she's like, honey, there's a clown in the bed, and she runs upstairs with a knife, tries to check it out, and she's like, look, there's nothing here. You're fucking, I don't know how much more I can take. And she's like, I think there's something wrong with me. If I'd been her wife, I'd said, you're just now noticing that?
No, dude, that whole scene was fucked up on several different levels for me because A, they are the shittiest parents of all time. She sees the come into her bed and she runs downstairs. And A, the problem I have with it is her wife acted like this has never happened before. Like anybody else in that situation would be like, seriously, with the clown shit, will you sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up? I'm tired of the clown's conversation.
Your Alazapan has gone low.
But she totally believed her. She looked
That's
like
for
she
delusion.
didn't have an ounce of. Thank you, Dr. Miller. This Dr. Light.
Dr. Light. Thank
Dr.
you.
Bud Light.
I created Mega Man.
She didn't have an ounce of doubt. Like, she fully believed her. She was walking through the house all scared and shit. Like, and it's like, you've seen her say that she's seen clowns like 80 bagillion times. It's time to stop now, Mac. Like, there's no reason. And B, they never, she even said, she was like, oh, the little boy's still upstairs, and nobody ever checked on the kid. They literally went upstairs, she saw there was nothing there, and like you said, she was in that moment where she's like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, Sarah, and she's like, touch me, and they started making out, and then they just started having full-on sex, which was hot, but the kid has never been, nobody ever checked on the fucking kid.
Well, she did say, when she ran downstairs, you know, she did tell her wife, she's like, there's a clown in the bed. I mean, let's be honest. After you turn 25, who hasn't heard that? Me. You're probably talking about your sex life.
I've also been to Alabama.
There's a clown in the bed, honey. No, there's no clown. Oh, you left. That's why. Okay, that's what it was. No, but she's like, there's a clown in the bed. And she said, we'll call the police. Like, he's still up there. They grab a knife and she runs upstairs. Like, you probably should still call the police anyway. And at the point, you shitty mother, maybe you should have grabbed your kid and brought him out of the room.
At least open the door before you start your hot, my wife's delusional sex, which don't get me wrong.
I enjoyed.
I understand.
I enjoyed.
And
very nice. High five.
I'm going to skip ahead, Joseph. I'm going to skip ahead.
That is.
To another scene, before I forget.
That's a great song, Slipknot.
We both have ADD, in case you guys haven't noticed. But speaking of sex scenes, the most confusing boner I've ever had in my life happened today.
What happened?
And actually, I watched it with my wife. And
what happened?
When the scene happened, I actually told her that, and she just looked at me with the biggest look of disgust you ever seen in your life.
Was it a Toys R Us commercial?
no. When the babysitter, which You Are Shitty Parent, Level B, Chapter 2.
I know where you're going.
Why is she still the babysitter after all this shit? They're just like, oh fuck it, come on in.
Because she shops smartly at Hot Topics.
But like, they never fired the babysitter after all the fucked up shit that's happened. But the babysitter comes over and she seduces Sarah Paulson's character while the man's away. She's like, let me run you a bath with some bath salts. And immediately I was like, we gon' fuck, Miss Parker.
We gon' get freaky as fuck.
But
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
But she starts rubbing it down. Oh no!
Her name is Winter. I was thinking, I was like, she's gonna frost that pussy.
You know what I'm saying though?
It was hot though.
From the Fresh Prince song, he's like, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no!
I like it.
That's what I thought.
That's what she was going for.
But they're in the bathtub and she's rubbing it down, and you know what's coming next. She's gonna go down the front, down the chute to the happy.
She's gonna go to the temple.
Yeah, the Temple of Doom.
And explore it.
Nickelodeon.
Where's the gold?
She's I found something, Indy. But she gets up.
Calm down, short round.
She gets up in the sanctity of her flower and in the bathtub, and she's literally cheating on her wife in this moment. And again, the kid's asleep in the other room, but she's right about to make out, and there's this hot lesbian scene happening. Let's just be honest with each other right here now. Things were happening in the Pantel region.
Let's get full frontal.
Men and women everywhere. And the very next
and that
shot...
fucking siren went off.
The very next shot, everything goes black. There's a fucking pandemonium. The lights go out. There's alarms happening, and then you see the kid in the bed and a fucking clown. So I'm in the middle of this like. I just want to be
that is
the friction in your jeans, and then that happened, and that's like I said, it went to commercial break as soon as you saw the clown. But you went from hot lesbian stuff to a fucking clown.
It's kind of like if you were in church and for some reason you were. I don't know why you'd be thinking, but you're thinking like a porno you watched the other night. You're slowly starting to get a boner, and then your preacher comes over and says, "Have you sinned?" Like, no. It's like, but yeah, it was a weirdly the way they edited it together. It was strange.
Big ups to Ted Cruz, by the way.
And I did like let's go back a bit now.
All right.
Let's talk about the neighbors.
Boner.
Let's talk about the neighbors that moved into the house that the guy just got slayed in. His family. One of them's gay, one of them's not. They decided that when they turned 35, if neither one of them was married, they were going to marry each other, which is reasonable, I suppose. They were great people. She's basically saying that, hey, once a week he gets to go to Detroit and do whatever he wants. So, hey, if he wants to schlong on the salami, he can do that. So that's what they do. That's their whole thing. And he's a beekeeper.
The boys are back in town.
Smoking in the boys' room. So he's a beekeeper. That's what he does. But Sarah Paulson, being crazy as she is, like he even calls her. He's like, "What were you doing over at our house, Snoopy Pants?" But they're so energetic. They're so funny. They're so quirky and weird. I think they're going to add a lot to this show. I don't know what their full motives are because they do have these weird canisters, and he came out in his full-on gas mask.
I'll tell you, Inspector Gadget.
I'm preparing for Umbrella Corporation.
I know what's happening. They're clearly at least involved in the cult because when he goes off on his tangent about the bees and he's like, to answer your question before, you know why I like bees? Because they're a fucking hive and nobody questions the hive. They just do as they're fucking
told. You think they're part of it?
Clearly, dude. Like he's obsessed with that cult of shit. He has a room full of guns. His whole speech about like bees like as a hive doing what they're told and not asking questions. He's basically explaining a fucking cult.
I did like his Blue's Clues kind of attitude. Because he did have a Blue's Clues like, gee willikers, what's in the mail today?
We
just got in the mail today.
This show needed him because other than Evan Peters, like I love Sarah Paulson, but her shit's getting old as fuck right now.
Sarah Paulson is one of those characters. I'm actually tired of Sarah Paulson from being tired of Sarah Paulson.
Just her character.
Just her character. But last season, it kind of went down the same pathway as it's going now. It's like just a continuation of that same character, like this whiny girl running around, not knowing what's going on and crying to everybody. Why don't you understand my pain and my fucking delusions? I feel like enough is enough.
That's what it's like as soon as Jay comes.
I know.
I mean, I don't know that.
How would you? Yeah,
I talk to the women you sleep with.
Oh,
because I like to get details.
How they doing?
Not good, Jay.
Oh fuck! Well,
not a single one of them are doing well.
At least I will say I have no fatherhood at all. So I didn't come in them. So anyway, I don't even know why we just said that for, and I don't even know why we went into that.
I also feel like you lied, but let's move on.
I have no children.
Let's move on.
That's what I know of, Sheriff. Anyhow, moving from that scene, which I don't know how we're going to do now, but we're going to do our best. There actually is a murder, a real life murder that takes place outside of the delusions that Sarah Paulson has been having these last two episodes, where the guy from Titus gets fucking meat hooked.
Racist Titus' little brother.
Yeah, and the thing about him, I'm like, God, man, is there ever going to be a movie that you survive in or a show? Because the last time I saw him, he was frolicking about an umbrella, when he got Nikolai, and he got fucked up.
He was good in this. Like I hated him. Like he did this part where when he's fighting with the dude in the kitchen, he's like, "You got lucky, bitch." Like he had a fucking ladle, and this big ass dude had a knife.
I'm gonna eat your ass with this.
You were gonna lose that. He had to be really, really hateful and racist to even be in that fight.
So the only reason why that Sarah Paulson was there and saw this murder was because when the little boy, after he makes a pinky promise with the Hot Topics girl, which that was a weird scene. Like she did the whole pinky thing that Evan Peters had done with her, and it was like, "Give me your fear, give me what you need, and I'll take it from you." And they do the whole pinky lock thing, and he's telling her what he's afraid of.
She's like Shane Song. Your soul is mine.
Fatality. But yeah, that kind of went down, and after that, like obviously freaked the fuck out, and he's like, "Can I sleep with you, moms?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, come on into the bed." And there's a break-in at the restaurant, so the one chick's gonna go, and he's like, "Are you really leaving? Because I like you better, mom, than her mom." that my mom. And then Sarah
Don't
Paulson,
leave me with this crazy bitch.
then Sarah Paulson's like, okay, I'll go. And she's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And the little boy's like, thank you.
She wanted someone to stop her. She's like, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I was like,
It's like Wayne and Garth. He's like, just go.
it's
I'm gone. Just go then.
Bye. Go.
See ya. Bye.
And then he does that look, so he's all disgusted. But yeah, she goes down there and she sees this guy on the meat hook. And he dies. And there was a real fucking murder. And she goes to the gay guy and his wife later on and gets a gun for home protection, runs into her psychiatrist, which her wife had told about her delusions and stuff, and he's like, do you really think the gun's the best option? And she's like, yeah, because I've been seeing clowns and I
that was
want
the
to
only
fucking
thing she's
kill them.
done that's made sense, except for you knew as soon as she got that gun, she's gonna fucking shoot somebody.
Yeah, so, you know, that went on, and then Evan Peters has a moment where where that whole thing that went down with...
Again, he's the best moment of the
Evan
episode.
Peters is great. You know, in the last episode, we saw him getting his ass beat by some Mexican workers, and it was being...
You paused like you were afraid to say it.
I was gonna say immigrant workers.
No, I know.
I don't
you
know.
had that moment of, oh shit, I'm in the deep water. What word do I call it?
I kind of felt like Evan Peters, because I was like, is it ma'am or miss? I'm confused with the whole PC thing. But yeah, so what, you know, he gets his ass beat by some Mexicans, and he had it filmed, and that gets to the news, and then he's like, you know, with the death of the councilman, I'm going to run for office.
Lex Luthor.
And he's using the fear thing as a way of catapulting to the front as the councilman.
He
And
wants to be Kevin Spacey.
And you know, this motherfucker's got, I wonder if his stomach hurts carrying around bowls of steel like that, because he goes to Sarah Paulson's house. He knows when she opens the door that that's the same girl that he said, enjoy your latte, bitch. He knows it. And she's like, oh, you're the same one that threw the latte on me and my wife. And he's like, clumsy hands.
I wanted him to go full on to the crispity, crunchy, peanut buttery.
Yeah, but you know, and he does school her ass in that scene. And again, he's just so captivating in those moments when he's on screen. It's really unbelievable.
Obviously, you hate the character, but dude, he
is a great actor. Yeah,
amazing.
And
it just steals the show.
So that was great. That was a cool scene. And really, you know, overall though, this episode kind of. It didn't take me to the Magic Mountain.
No, it didn't.
You know, I kind of got close to the Magic Mountain, but I think we veered off to the Hershey Mountain, and that's a low level mountain.
But you don't want to be on the Hershey
You
Mountain.
don't want to go to the Hershey Mountain.
No.
That's like fuck you right in the butt.
No, Hershey Mountain bad. Non-Hershey Mountain good. But no, dude, and seriously, like honestly, like I'm interested in the Evan Peters situation. I'm sort of interested in the clowns, even though like the kid has the dream about the clowns, and I was sitting there thinking like, trying to make this scary for myself, and I'm like, it's just not. It's just not there, and it's a dream sequence anyways. But it seems like filler, like a shitty song on an album just to get you to the next track.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that.
This is one of our first songs that we wrote for our first album. You're like, I just want to hear your single.
Yeah, just play the cover songs. But that's what I was gonna say, dude. Is I'm interested in the Evan Peters storyline. I'm interested in the cult storyline. I'm interested in the neighbors.
I just want to get it going.
Yeah, and when the lights go out in Georgia, when the lights go out and the neighbor comes over and he was like, terrorist attack, there's 8 states.
Did you hear what he said? Like, when he knocked on, he's like, lesbians, we're under attack.
I love that fucking guy, dude. He's awesome. But I like their character, and that scene was interesting because imagine if that happened, dude. Imagine if like 8 states went dark at the same time.
That would be fucking scary.
Fucking crazy. But seriously, even with all that
stuff,
your
light bill.
It seemed like 70% of the episode was dedicated to the same shit we saw in the first episode, which was Sarah Paulson crying.
It's still
like I'm done with that. I want to go on to the good shit.
I don't want the focal point to be her terrorized and every other scene being Academy Award winning crying like, oh my god, Forrest. Like I don't want that. I get what. It's
we've solidified this storyline.
It's suiting in places. This is not one of those places where you just have it a continuing thing.
Yeah.
And maybe you're just showing her slowly slipping down the rail of being, more and more crazy, even though she might not be, because these fucking clowns really do show up at the end of the episode. And I thought one of the funniest things, I mean, maybe it wasn't meant to be funny, or I don't know, but it seemed funny to me, is when Hot Topics girl tells Ozzy that, he's like, well, how am I supposed to know when I'm awake or dreaming? She's like, ask. And he literally asks the clown when it comes out of his fucking closet, am I dreaming? He's like, yes. It's like, go back to sleep. It's like, okay, I'll just go back to sleep.
I think that they thought that every single clown scene was going to be way more terrifying than it actually comes across.
No.
I think they thought that those scenes were going to be pivotal and carry us through all this fodder and filler. And they just don't do it. Like, the clown scenes are just guys wearing a mask, and it's whatever. It's okay, sort of scary or whatever. But maybe it coming out right now just sort of eluded.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
It's possible, but I think that I think there was 2 scenes that were pretty cool. As far as the clown usage and as far as making you a little bit creeped out. When Ozzy first dreams and you see them turn his nightlight off and he goes and he turns it back on and the clown's standing there. Twisty, the smiling clown, is standing there, and then the other clown comes out with the weird.
So you like that scene?
It was alright.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Like I wanted it to scare me, and it
didn't scare me. I thought it creepy. I thought that it was creepy a little bit. It just kind of felt like more of a stalker, Michael Myers-ish kind of stalking thing.
By the way, really quick shot here. I'm embarrassed as a Halloween connoisseur that we did not notice that the first episode, and in this episode and all episodes or whatever, that they're filming in Haddonfield in the Myers house.
I know.
Everybody kept saying that in the comments below. I was like, fuck, I didn't even realize it. But to my credit, I'm kind of throwing you under the bus.
Why?
Hey, I'm just don't
fucking do it.
Mean Girl style. I'm throwing you in that fucking bus, dude.
I'm not gonna. I'll take the next one.
I have Sling TV and sometimes my internet's shitty, so the first episode I watched, it was completely blurry, it was delayed, it was all fucked up. So I feel like I would have noticed it if I had a better viewing experience, and I didn't. But they're filming that in Haddonfield in the Myers house, so that's the tie-in.
Okay, well. To be honest,
what's your excuse?
Because my excuse is that I was drunk when I watched the first episode. But here's my excuse.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Even blurry, you should fucking know. So you have to turn in your goddamn Halloween card too. But no, that is pretty cool that's going on. And I talked to Mike about this. Like, to me, the Myers house, as cool as that is, the house itself, is fucking legendary. But I could recognize maybe the Nightmare on Elm Street house easier. I don't know why, but I could easily more recognize that house than the Myers house. And I don't know, but maybe it's because I like Nightmare on Elm Street slightly more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Come on, guys, just a little bit more than Halloween. But anyway, I'm sorry. We're sorry. We're all sorry that we didn't notice it before, but it is pretty badass. It's a cool nod to the fucking series. That's great. So the whole episode really ends with her, shooting Chancho. Fuck you, Chancho. I don't know his name in the movie or in the episode. I can't remember. I'm sorry. The waiter that was accused of the murder of Titus's little brother. I don't remember these names.
He gets shot, dude. And honest to God, like I knew he was gonna get. The second she was like, "Here, hey," one confusing thing. The power's out, and she goes, "Hey, will you take her this charger?"
Yeah, man, you're pussy whipped it, and you got a pussy.
No, you're missing it.
What?
She gave him a charger to take to her, but the power's out.
No, but it was one of those. It was one of those.
A battery pack.
There was a battery pack.
That's fucking convenient.
Yeah, that was neat.
Whatever.
It might not have been.
Anyways,
that
but then like convenient. She's also like, oh, also give her some of this other shit. She needs a salt shaker, and she gives her this box of shit. But the second
maybe they want eggs later.
The second that happened, you fucking knew that she was gonna shoot him. Then she died. It was really telegraphed.
I really wish they would not have focused on the Paulson relationship with her and all that shit's going on with her delusions, because it's getting so fucking tiresome, and we're only in episode 2. I'd rather not. I would have taken the fucking gay guy and his weird girlfriend.
I wanted more of that.
And wife, whatever.
I wanted more of the gay guy.
I imagine that being episode 1, because that's quirky enough anyway to start American Horror Story, and that being their weird relationship would be perfect.
I think I might be developing a fear of holes too. Just watch.
You don't like the hole?
No, just watching that when she sees those beehives and she starts to freak out. I was like, oh,
that's just because the camera.
I never thought of it before. But that's a good.
It looks nasty.
That's a good thing to be scared of. I don't like very holy things either. Like, not like really holy things.
You hate the Pope.
I know where you're going.
You hate the Pope.
No, that's not where I thought you were going.
No, I know where you're going. I know where you're going. I didn't want to follow you down that dark track.
But honestly, and you're right. But I mean, it ends with her shooting him, and you can see where the next episode's going to go, or whatever. And Colton Haynes' character is going to question her and all this shit like that.
What's his character?
The detective.
Captain
Whiteface's hair.
Yeah, they're all there. The white hair is going to be there. So overall, the episode was solid, I suppose.
6.
It was. Yeah, I was going to say it was about 6.
6.
Look, you got to step it up a bit, AHS.
Yeah, it's time now.
AHS, you got to step it up. Raw, we can do it. Because right now you're in episode 2, and I didn't feel that one. I did not feel that one. It felt very lackluster. Yeah. It felt very mundane. There was a lot of things thrown in. I guess you could say that was informational. It was background pieces.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's not setting it up for me to keep watching. I mean, we're going to keep watching it, but if I was just a casual person watching, I'd be like, I might be done after this one.
I feel like episode 3 really needs to kill someone off or some shit. Like something big.
You gotta go Game of Thrones shit. Kill a Jon Snow. Go with Jon Snow.
I thought of Game of Thrones too. I was like, when I was watching that clown scene, I was like, I know they're not going to kill the kid. He's central to the character. But if they did kill the kid, or if they did kill someone, maybe I'd be like, oh shit, this season's going to do some fucked up shit. But it's not.
You go ask Georgie.
I mean, maybe.
You go ask Georgie how he feels about that, because it don't give a fuck to kill the kid.
So we thought it was okay. It was whatever. We're going to keep watching the court.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, or I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys hate us for fucking not liking it, please leave those hate comments down in the fucking sections, because we're gonna not look at them, but we will.
We'll look at them.
And we're not gonna put you on the Christmas cards, but
no, we will.
we don't have a lot of friends, so we're gonna put you on those Christmas cards. Yeah. But you hurt our feelings.
All the Christmas cards.
But no, it is what it is. Yeah. American Horror Story is one of those up and down shows. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. It's literally.
I'm ready to be fucking at least creeped out a little bit. I want some fucked up shit to happen.
I don't know, man. This might be one of those rare occasions American Horror Story doesn't go too fucked up.
Yeah. I want a bloody fucking meaty steak.
Because if
they're giving me well done.
Because even if we talked about this in the last review that we did, we wanted to get away from the Trump-Hillary thing, and they kind of did, but they kind of didn't.
They're so focused on writing that cleverly. I'm afraid that they're forgetting to make it scary.
There was a subtle hint about the whole Hillary Trump thing between Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson.
It keeps going.
And I'm like, okay, we get it. We understand what's going on, but can we just fucking move on from that and get in some weird clown cult shit that we want to see? We want to see some weirdy shit.
Donald Trump mask.
We want to see weirdy duty shit.
Murdering someone. Like, that's what I'm with the whole election tie-ins.
Yeah.
I didn't want political jargon. I wanted to take that shit and make it fucking weird.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
We just have clowns and making fun of Republicans and liberals. Like, I can get that on Facebook.
I can get that everywhere.
Comment down below, let us know your thoughts. We'll have your fucking faces, and we'll be back next week. Tell your friends, god damn it.
Tell your friends to come see us.
I was going somewhere with that.
Come see us and let them get some wham up in them.
Come see about me.
We're gonna wham it all today.
We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you. I gotta keep it a little bit quiet because the children are sleeping. Children.
I slapped that fucking thing and I didn't even remember it. What? But you know what? Lesbians were under attack.
What did you slap though?
The table.
Oh, okay.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie.